Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Diane told Jason that she needed his assistance in persuading Sonny to come clean. Alexis didn't commit murder, according to Diane. Diane had to lend a hand because she was Alexis's best friend. Jason wanted Diane to stop Sonny from turning himself in even though Sonny had already made up his mind to do so. Jason predicted that Sonny's admission would have a significant effect on Carly. Jason and Diane talked about the circumstances. Jason said that he ought to have killed Kate at the time. Diane added that as soon as Jason had voiced his objections, Kate would have allowed him to die in Greece. According to Jason, keeping Sonny and Carly safe was more essential than what happened to him. He would disagree, Diane reminded him, with Jason's sons. The next time Jason felt like sacrificing himself for someone else, Diane advised him to keep that in mind. Sonny contacted Diane, interrupting Diane and Jason. Martin displayed a photo of Jack Brennan to Alexis. Jack, he said, was a well-known player. Next, he displayed an image of Jack and Carly. Martin clarified that he was wondering why, if Carly had gotten back together with Sonny, a well-known playboy would be dining late in his hotel room. Admire B&B, Days, General Hospital, or other soap operas. Participate in the discussion on our SC boards. To interact with fans and start a conversation right now, click this link. Martin was informed by Alexis that she did not believe it would have a significant impact on her case. Although Martin stated that she would remain a suspect, the photo seriously undermined Sonny's alibi. Martin was instructed by Alexis to give the police the picture. Alexis went on to say that Martin might report Sonny's cover-up of Carly to the police if he felt tempted. Holly was looking for Sonny, Carly informed him. Carly was curious as to whether Sonny believed he was being monitored or if he had seen anyone loitering outside his building. Sonny argued that if he was, his guards would know it. Carly mentioned that there was a witness to her meal with Jack Brennan. Carly reassured Sonny that she was his alibi and would go down with him even if Sonny had promised to confess. If Sonny confessed, Carly stated she would face accessory charges. Sonny emphasized that they needed to assist Alexis. Carly concurred, knowing full well that if it went to trial Christina would blow up and throw them all in hot water. Carly refused to take Donna and leave the nation when Sonny told her to. Donna would rather not to have a father than to lose both of her parents, according to Sonny. Additionally, Carly told Sonny that Lucky was no match for Lulu. Carly claimed that she was unable to abandon her family in times of need. Carly was aware of the little chances, but she was determined to fight any allegations. They decided that they would handle any repercussions that might arise. Christina revealed at Anna's office that she knew something about the evening of John Cates's death. Anna forewarned Christina that anything she wanted to say might have consequences for both her mother and herself. Anna recapped Christina's prior remarks, pointing out the inconsistencies in her claims. To be clear, Alexis did not take her automobile to the Quartermaines that evening, according to Christina. Michael rushed in the door at that very moment, telling Christina to stop talking. According to Michael, Christina and Anna were aware that she shouldn't speak without a lawyer present. Before heading out the door with Christina, he stopped to give Anna a glare. Elizabeth visited Dante as he was sitting with Lulu. He was concerned that he would break his promise to his son in regards to locating a donor. Dante knew the chances were stacked against them, but Elizabeth insisted they would locate another donor. Dante received Elizabeth's assurance that every effort would be made to locate a donor for Lulu. Olivia entered and gave Dante consolation. They would not only wait for a donor, she claimed. Olivia got in touch with Nina to inform the press. She made contact with her own contacts as well. Olivia stated they had to have faith that everything will work out because miracles do happen. Lucky prayed at the hospital chapel, asking for wisdom. When Laura came, they hugged. They soon learned where he had been and how he was getting on. Laura noted that Lucky's long hair made her think of Luke. Lucky informed Laura that he was unable to donate blood for Lulu. He was berating himself for not supporting her and for not being able to save her. Lucky believed he was failing Lulu once more. Laura said that Lucky should be allowed to enjoy his life. Laura stated that Nicholas was equally disappointed that he was unable to donate. For just one moment, Lucky wished he had been there to support his mother. "I'll be leaning on you plenty before this is over," Laura replied. Laura and Lucky shed tears together. Laura said, "If the worst should come to pass and if we have to let her go, will you please stay with me and hold my hand when I say goodbye?" Michael informed Christina that he had tracked her down using a gadget he had installed on her phone. Christina has had enough of people dictating to her. Michael described her as impetuous. Christina declared she would not allow her mother to go to jail for a murder that Sonny had committed, but she would remain silent for the time being. Jason asked Carly what was going on, but she wanted Sonny to explain while he was on the phone with Diane. After saying that Diane was arranging a deal for him, Sonny hung up. Sonny made the decision to surrender and provide all the requested information to the federal authorities in exchange for one thing. Sonny maintained that only he was responsible for Jagger's demise. When Chase entered the room and announced that they had to go, Anna was on the phone, telling someone about Christina. When Anna heard the alarm, she questioned whether there was a fire. As they raced out, Chase informed her that it was a bomb. The K9 unit found a package outdoors that was purposefully left in a location that was hidden from cameras. Chase and Anna were informed. They assured Chase and Anna that the crate contained no explosive stuff. Martin was prevented from entering Anna's office by Chase. Martin stated he had to demonstrate something to her in order to assist his client. Chase advised him it was out of the police department's hands and to take it to the feds. When she got to her workplace, Anna opened the box. She showed Chase what was inside when he came in. Anna raised the supposed rifle that Alexis had thrown. Alexis said if we found the gun, it would exonerate her, Anna replied. Another thing that could stand in Carly's way of a future with Brennan is someone blowing into Port Charles and creating turmoil. In any event, it's interesting that Martin brought up the idea of a spiteful ex's PC appearance, which raises the prospect of a different girl in every town. According to General Hospital spoilers, fans of the show have been reacting strongly to the dialogue in the October 10th episode on social media. Diane Miller stated something that infuriated a lot of viewers when she told Jason Morgan that she also loved Sonny Corinthos. Diane persisted, "We both know there beats a heart of gold underneath that gruff exterior." That is, of course, somewhat accurate given that Sonny exhibits a tender side from time to time. Despite being a mobster, Sonny is shown as a figure with mixed morality rather than a complete evil. Spoilers for Monday, October 14th episode of General Hospital indicate that Molly Lansing Davis will meet up with Dex Heller and discuss any potential positive news. Molly might be optimistic about Alexis Davis's release, but Christina Corinthos Davis will still be concerned that Sonny Corinthos will end up behind bars. Alexis will, however, exert pressure on Christina to acknowledge that Sonny committed the crime and should serve his sentence. Alexis will argue that Sonny must rescue them as he is the one who brought them into this situation. Naturally, there have been some recent events that may have an impact on Sonny's intention to confess. Knowing about the gun the police now have puts Dante Falconeri in a difficult situation. Conversely, if Sonny had known the police could exonerate Alexis, he would not have had any incentive to provide information to the FBI. Dante hurried in and stated he needed to speak with Sonny, even though Sonny had just arrived at the PCPD to proceed. It appears that Anna Devane is already skeptical, but perhaps Dante won't have to give up his badge after all. Eventually, Martin Gray will storm into the police station, demanding to know what information is available regarding the evidence and why he was not informed of it. Martin might learn of the information in another method, which would allow him to thwart Sonny's confession. There's no indication in the spoilers that Dante will suffer consequences related to his employment, even if he manages to disclose the information to Sonny. Whatever happens, Sonny might decide at the last minute that he doesn't need to give himself in and retract his confession. Since it has been established that the gun, which was registered to Sonny and contained residue associated with spending a few weeks in Blackstone Canyon, wasn't used to kill John Jagger Cates, Alexis will be released without charge. Elizabeth Baldwin will wonder what she's been gotten into this time by someone. Terry Randolph might be the one to entice Liz into a captivating scenario that sparks yet another discussion over Lucky Spencer. Brad Cooper just discovered that Portia Robinson was responsible for Heather Weber's manipulation of the lab results after doing some research in the lab. In the GH teaser video from Monday, Brad can be seen bragging about discovering something intriguing, but Portia might not be the first to receive updates. Could Brad instead include Rick Lansing in the informational loop as he was the one who initially advocated for it? Given that Brad assured Curtis Ashford he would defend his family, maybe Rick will press Brad to stand in for Portia. Curtis will meet with Rick later and tell him that he should be informed about the course of this, likely referring to Heather's case and the current situation. Rumor has claimed that Rick will reveal shocking information, which could include acknowledging that Portia falsified Heather's test results in order to keep her imprisoned. Even while Rick might maintain that he's handled things, he might still be concerned about Brad's sincerity in keeping his lips shut. In any scenario, Portia will soon get confused, so she might discover that the lab incident was determined to be a system error or something similar. Brad might tell Portia about the cover-up at some point in the next episodes and urge her to treat him a little more civilly around GH. Brad might make a vow to Portia that if she gets fired, she would also lose her job. Portia would love to see Brad fired. Stay tuned for further surprises that our forecasts indicate Portia may soon reveal. On General Hospital, Sonny and Lucky didn't have a good week. As Sonny prepared to go to prison to keep Alexis from being prosecuted for the murder he committed, Lucky received the news that he was powerless to help his sister. The most important query is if Dante will betray his badge in order to save his father. Ironically, Cates came back to Port Charles with the intention of eliminating Sonny for good, and it appears that he could have been successful. To obtain what he desired, Sonny had to murder him. I hope he's content in the hereafter. Amazingly, a gun that matched the one Alexis had been spotted getting rid of materialized in a brown box outside the PCPD as Sonny prepared to confess in order to save Alexis. Naturally, Sonny and Jason were talking about how this lost gun needed to turn up in order to save Alexis the day before. So, fabricated proof? The serial numbers matched Sonny's missing gun, which might clear Alexis, Anna said on Friday's episode. Obviously, those statistics were manipulated with. Apart from the shocking revelation that Sonny intended to confess, what? Accept accountability for one of his numerous transgressions? Diane also instructed Jason to get Sonny to give himself in by betraying him. Diane is aggressively opposing Sonny, who would have guessed that this day would come? Naturally, Sonny was already going to confess, but their talk gave Jason one of his best experiences in a long time. Stone Cold bemoaned the fact that Sonny and Carly's fate is more important than his own, and that he should have killed Cates when he had the chance. Diane corrected him, telling him that his life is just as valuable as anyone else's and that his sons wouldn't want to hear their father say that. Diane, you tell him, please. It has been annoying and, to be honest, repulsive that Jason prioritizes Carly and Sonny over Sam, himself, and his own kids. The most shocking moment, however, may have occurred on Friday's episode when Dante contemplated compromising his morals, his badge, and his police work to advise Sonny against confessing because the PCPD possessed information that may clear Alexis, which they were withholding in the hopes that he would come forward. Whoa! So, Dante is another person who is assisting Sonny in getting away with murder once more. I never imagined that today would come. Hopefully, Dante decides against it. We are not going to know until Monday. Still, a perplexing question. Why would Sonny have to confess if he and Jason had set up the gun's appearance at the PCPD? Did someone else provide the fake firearm? Who, if so? Or is Sonny leading everyone to believe that he is going to admit to doing some kind of ruse? Since coming back to Port Charles, Lucky's tale has gotten a little better, but his behavior has been appalling. He hasn't exactly proved that he has learned anything or grown, from destroying Bobby's diner to pleading with Jason for assistance in getting back to Africa. Not yet, anyhow. I predicted last week that Lucky wouldn't be able to return Valentine and Charlotte by giving Lulu a portion of his liver. Olivia turning to Nina to tell people about Lulu means that Valentine will eventually hear about it, right? Given that Ethan was also identified as not being a match, Charlotte is the last blood relative who could assist Lulu. The reunion between Aiden and Lucky was finally shown to us, and I'm relieved that Aiden's story hasn't been changed. His coming out to his father and Lucky's acceptance of him as his son were heartwarming and perfectly executed. This added to Lucky's frustration when he felt like running away again. But he's not going to run away once he's reunited with Laura. Laura practically forced him to stand by her side in the event that they had to bid Lulu farewell. It was great to see them again, and I appreciated her comment that she always knew he would need to leave Port Charles in order to prosper, but that he would come back when needed most. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.